helped, bro. It really helped.
Some of it does help. There is a certain layer of just like honesty and just like that, because they honestly see this shit as wrestling. I was telling Ezra the other day, it's like we were watching WWE and Rikishi came out. You love him, you still finna talk so much shit about him. You feel me? But it's the fact that like you can't read this shit and like really take it serious. I really see this shit as just wrestling. You know, but with that being said, like I don't really look too much close into like what the comments say. Every now and then, you know, I'll do the general. I'll look through like the first like 60. You feel me? Popping comments and shit like that. But beyond that, I don't need to, because then you really start thinking to yourself like, all Blasey fucking talks about is.
No, that's a fact.
You know,
well,
I
can only be myself. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about.
That's what I'm saying. And we've all earned our response by being ourselves. So like, let y'all tell it. You know what I'm saying? It's like
fuck with it, do it up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. You feel me? Like constructive criticism. They was tearing your ass up when you got fired from. Oh my god! So you took it real positive.
They did cook me. They did. I'm not gonna lie. They cooked
everybody though.
We was cooking your ass on Wednesday, nigga.
Yeah. I was like, man, if Podlord hates me, he fucking wants to strangle T-Rail right now.
Yeah, like,
nah, you're going crazy.
But you fucking sat here like you was fucking Oprah, like, okay, guys, Podlord is not here. We decided to fire him. It really wasn't my decision, but it was my decision, so I'm gonna just go with it. I'm gonna run the show.
You see, I'm
gonna go ahead and run this.
That's
shit.
A crazy reenactment.
Fuck everybody. This is my shit now. You did that shit, dog.
Okay, but check it out.
You did it, dog.
Let me explain something.
The whole shit. What
we already talked about, like the whole sequence of events, but I mean, Housephone came back and grabbed his shit. You know what I mean? I can't. Yeah. What am I gonna say? Nah, Housephone. You heard Adam. You know what I'm saying? It's
okay. Well, let me tell you this.
Okay.
You sat there on the other day. You was like, Housephone, if you leave, I'm leaving.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Blasey, a motherfucking lie.
What the fuck? Fuck
bro,
you. What you mean that's a lie?
Because when it went down and Housephone wasn't coming back, you took over.
It was a different series of it.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro.
A different series of events.
T-Rail, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. If Housephone leaves, I think we all are out of here, bro.
We gone? Y'all out of here. Y'all to walk up out of here.
Even if Housephone say y'all is out of
here,
you
do gotta remember, T-Rail, I'm not really, like, I'm only here, like, for 3 hours out the week, you know? So, like, I could really use this time to work. You feel me?
Nigga, I'll still be at home watching The Boys, man. That show is good.
Yeah.
The Boys?
Yeah.
But, like, you know, if it was in the context of, like, someone outing, you feel me, their homie, and, like, he feels uncomfortable to do this shit, it was more, like, voluntarily. Why the fuck would I stick around for that? You feel me? I mean, if it's different, if I'm in the group chat and it's slowly happening, because the whole, like, oh, Blasey, like, you might have, that was going for, like, 3 months. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like something, and me and House were talking the whole time, like, bruh, how do you feel? What am I supposed to say? You know
pretty draining. I ain't really said nothing either. I don't want to talk about it. Everybody, why T-Rail ain't sir? I mean, because
you're the voice of the people.
I am, but a lot of motherfuckers is saying right now that they disappointed in me or whatever the case may be. But
no, T-Rail,
you know, you can't really fight.
Territory.
Yeah, I'm respecting because you can't fight a nigga battle. Once a nigga take off first, then I'm right behind you. But you know what I'm saying? If you don't take off, I can't take off and be, you know, if right behind you and you ain't doing shit, that mean you's a bitch. You feel me? So you gotta do your whole thing by yourself, and then the homies come back you up and be like, okay, and then give their perspective.
And that's why I respect.
And that's what I'm doing.
It's like, you know, he could have came on Disconnected and just pretend like it didn't happen, but they, you know, they have a lot of things that they gotta like.
But
solve
honestly,
this is deeper than rap, baby. You know what I mean? And I'm just waiting around for all the little, you know,
you make clips of all this shit.
I'm just playing detective right now. I got a lot of notes in my phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really studying for a test, bitch. So next week. The test is crazy.
Dumb,
I got bullet points.
I'm buying tickets for Tuesday.
Jesus Christ.
Man, I got my tickets
Wait,
too.
hold on. T-Rail, I'm glad you're bringing this up because I got the same shit too. I got a lot of DMs saying, because I did the news on Friday, right? The day after Disconnected. And I got a lot of hate where people are like, why didn't you attack Adam, blah, blah, whatever it is. But dude, if you guys remember, towards the end of the last episode of Disconnected, you know, Housephone got a text from Adam saying like, everything's kind of, you know, figured out, blah, blah. We're like, we've talked it out or whatever it is. It seemed kind of resolved at that point from what Housephone said if you watched the end of Disconnected, and then the news was the next morning, and a lot of people were on my ass telling me like, why didn't you drill into Adam, but pause, blah, 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 like all this shit. And I was just saying like, dude, like, from my perspective, Housephone had already said that it was kind of handled like, well, who am I just to like be like, how dare you, blah blah, whatever, all this stuff. When he's gonna tell me like, yo, I already settled it with the guy you're complaining
That's why you can't look
for.
at the chat.
You know what I mean? All this
I
stuff.
mean, I didn't went up for this I didn't went up on the whole company maneuvering the time.
No, yeah.
I didn't went up on.
Well, let me
Josh.
ask you this though.
I didn't
We
went
know.
up on.
We know.
Adam on this
T-Row.
motherfucker. No, look, I'm going up on crazy. Look, I'm going up for Flacco and his bitches, but this is all after.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I
Events
feel
have
like-
happened. I done already did it. All this shit.
I feel like at some point Adam has to respect it and make you HR. Because you're damn near like the counselor of the whole shit. Now it could get bad.
That's gonna be
You're gonna have Kelvin
horrible.
promoted. You're gonna have him behind the boards and shit.
I gotta be behind Josh doing it though. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be, doing my thing.
Yeah,
I'm
well-
the vice president of HR with my nigga Josh.
Let me ask you this though. Now, if you were the CEO, not necessarily Adam, but if you were like kind of like on top of everything, right? What's your decision
On what?
on what happened? Like, is anyone getting their head chopped off?
Nah, that's not nobody's fault, but the head honcho. You know what I'm saying? He gave direction to these niggas. This ain't they fault. This ain't they shit. This ain't they show. This ain't got nothing to do with these niggas.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They did their job to the best of their ability. You feel me? Like if you go all the way to the original tape, like nigga, and you had to do that shit, and it was just one little inkling of thing that, you know what I'm saying, that was left in there, like, and you didn't catch it, like, that mean you're a fucking human being.
Bro,
bitch.
I'm gonna start.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just
man.
say this,
Right.
bro. The nigga shouldn't have brought him up in the first place. Like, Housephone didn't even know that nigga like that, bro. Like, he shouldn't have brought him up in the first
Did
place.
you watch his apology?
No.
Because if you watch it, he actually gives a response where he was basically saying, like, for example, just as a reference point, me with the orange situation, right? It's like
Yeah.
a little inside joke, whatever it is, and he was.
You cannot compare
He,
those
he didn't.
two, I'm
He didn't
sorry.
compare it to that. I'm just saying that he said that he was like he thought from the conversations he's heard that this was a thing that was known about and conversated about, and that's why he decided to make those comments about it. And he gave actually what I thought was a pretty heartfelt apology.